They'll go to Barkley again. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Jones will sneak it. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Handoff to Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jones launches a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st down, Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 19. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Let's go now. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts And his throw is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Oh, nice move. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 132 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second down, here's Barkley again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon, as he ran off the field after making that play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's going to go up top again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This will use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it's going to be their defense.